Chapter 12. James. As we walk to the front, I'm trying to figure out what it is they want to talk about. Everyone looks uncomfortable, and that puts me on edge. So, we need to have a talk, my dad says. Okay, about what? I ask, confused as hell. Looking at Roxy, she looks confused too. Brittany starts.
So we need to talk about the two of you.
Okay, what the hell?
Okay, go on.
Roxy says.
We need to talk about being safe and...
Oh, hell no, I say, and turn to walk away, but Ryder steps in front of the door. Fuck. James, we need to talk about this. You two are close, and with y'all hitting puberty, I cut him off too. No, we don't. We know how to be safe, so we don't need the birds and the bees talk again, okay? I fuss, and I'm so over this talk. At the look on everyone's face, though, they are not going to leave it there, so I add, look, she is on birth control and I have condoms. That I haven't used! We are both virgins. Fuck. If y'all don't stop with this shit, that can change easy. I say the last part very sarcastically. Everyone's jaws are on the floor, so I go on, very annoyed. Come on, people, I did have a mother, okay? How did you get condoms? When? How did you know Roxy was on birth control? My dad asked, and I laugh a little. Okay, first question. Mom got them for me, the same time she embarrassed me with this damn talk. So that was the first and second question. For the last one, Roxy told me. Everyone looks at Roxy.
What? No one said not to tell him, so what's the big deal?
She says, a little mad and embarrassed at the same time. So you two haven't... Jacob asked.
No, we haven't, Dad.
Just because we sleep in the same bed sometimes doesn't mean we fuck. Like, really? If you can't lay next to a girl and not have sex, you really should try it, I say, and push past Ryder this time, as Roxy follows. We slam the door this time.
Brittany, okay, is all I can say at this point, and I'm not the only one lost for words, so is everyone else. After a long silence, Chris says,
I think we could all take a few lessons from that kid, right?
Jacob says with a smile. The kids have been in the back all day, so I go to knock on the door. Are y'all hungry?
That depends.
I hear James. On, I ask.
What y'all want to talk about?
Roxanne chimes in. The stuff Patrick gave y'all would be nice, I say, and the door opens.
That we can talk about. But, Mom, for real, can y'all stop with all that sex talk stuff? If not, we will have sex just to make it so y'all will stop, because it is annoying.
Okay, you have a deal. We just want y'all to be safe.
We are, and we are annoyed. Damn, I almost want to rush into it to just see what it is y'all keep making a fuss about.
She says, and James puts his arms around her stomach as he says,
if we have questions, we will ask. Promise, okay? But the cornering us all the time is very annoying. We don't understand what the big deal is, and I'm with Roxanne. I'm almost to the point of wanting to rush into something we aren't ready for, just to find out.
Please don't do that. We will stop. We are just worried, I tell him.
Y'all were our age at one time, Mom. You should understand.
Roxanne says, and James laughs.
Just from the few stories my mom told me, that is probably why they are so worried.
James tells Roxanne, but she has a confused look. What all did Lisa tell you? I ask, not sure I want the answer.
Enough,
is all he says with a laugh. As we go to the front, James still has his arms around Roxanne. So, what all did Lisa tell him? I ask Michael.
I have no clue.
He answers as James laughs.
So, have y'all found anybody that y'all like out of the choices Patrick gave y'all?
Ryder asks.
No, not yet. They're all very good, and there are a few maybes.
Roxanne says we spend the rest of the night just talking about the different people.
Roxanne, we are almost to New York, and we still don't have a band name. We have been going over lots of choices, and out of the people Patrick gave us, we haven't found anyone that we really like. This is way harder than we thought. James comes to the front and puts a paper in front of me.
Band names. James Roxanne, James Roxy, Roxy James, R and J, Alan Faith, Faith Allen, A and F, Roxanne Matthew.
I read the list and see James highlighted one, and I noticed the last one he wrote, so I look at him as I point to it. He has a huge smile as he whispers,
"One day."
And I laugh. I look up and see Mom and Dad, so I ask, what do y'all think of Faith Allen as a band name?
That is great.
Mom says and smiles.
Any luck on the band?
Dad asks, and we both drop our heads.
No, but we have changed the songs a little to only need the 2 guitars for now.
James says, and Quinn looks at us with a smile.
We don't mind playing for y'all till y'all get a band. We don't go out at the same time, and y'all are touring with us, so it's not like we have to go out of our way or anything.
As long as y'all are sure, and that is okay with Patrick, I say. We are getting a hotel since we will be in New York for 5 days. We weren't even at the hotel for 10 minutes before Patrick was calling James to get information from him. He wasn't happy that we didn't pick anyone off the list, but in the end, just said okay, he would get another list. As we are about to go on stage, James asks me,
"So, are you ready, baby?"
and kisses me. I'm a little stunned because we haven't kissed in front of anyone before, not even when we were 5. Yes, our moms knew because we told them, but still.
"What's wrong, Roxy?"
He asked. Nothing. It's just we have never kissed in front of anyone before. I tell him, and look over to see all 3 of our parents watching us.
"So what, you only want to kiss me when we are alone?"
He asks, and looks sad. No, that isn't what I meant, James. I just wasn't expecting it, is all. I tell him, and wrap my arms around his neck to pull him down for a real kiss. Then we walk on stage and have an amazing show.
Brittany, okay, I knew they kissed before. We all have known. But to see them kiss just makes it that much more real and shocking.
"Okay, so that happened."
Michael says, and I'm right there with him.
"Derek, I hate that I have to fly to New York to spend the weekend with my dad. We do not get along at all. We never have. My mom met him backstage 15 years ago for a one-night stand with a musician, and I happened. My mom says I'm a blessing, and she will never regret that night, but my dad, on the other hand, just seems like he wishes it would have never happened. The only cool thing about coming to New York is James and Roxanne are playing at the same concert. 2 bands before my dad, and we have front row tickets. They are amazing, as always. I really hope I can meet them while we are here. After they are done, I tell my mom, "Can we go backstage again?"
You don't want to watch the other bands?
She asks, but she knows I don't want to be here. So she doesn't wait for the answer, because she already knows the answer. So we go backstage. I'm playing on my phone while walking around. We are lost and can't find the room Down and Dirty is in.
Maybe we can ask for help?
She says. "Why? Let's just walk around, Mom."
Okay, I guess that is better than sitting in a room, being bored.
Yup. And I have no plans of spending any more time with him than I have to. I bark out. Just then, 2 people run past us, laughing, and I look at Mom. "Was that James and Roxanne?"
Yes, son, I think so.
Please, can we go say hi? I asked, and looked the way they ran to see that James caught Roxanne and has her over his shoulder laughing. Just as we get to them, James is setting Roxanne down and is opening a door. Hi, I'm Derek. This is my mom, Crystal, I say, and hold out my hand. Hi, nice to meet you, James says, and shakes my hand. Can I take a picture with you two, please? I ask, and pray they say yes. But before they can answer, I hear, James, Roxanne, are y'all okay? As a man gets closer. He must be security, but he is young. We are okay, Marcus, James says, and I wonder if he is their security. Yes, we will take a picture, James says, and I smile as I hand my phone to my mom.
If you want, Marcus can take the picture so your mom can be in it too,
Roxanne says, and I smile. They are so nice. Do you want to, Mom? I ask.
Sure, why not? At least something nice will come out of this trip,
she says, as she hands my phone to Marcus. After the picture, James points at my phone. You play? I look at the drums on my phone case. Yes, I do. And laugh.
Want to come have a seat?
Roxanne asks, as she points inside their room. I'm so excited. I can't find my voice, as my mom starts to laugh and walks in. We sit and talk for a long time about music before Matthew Richardson Band comes in and my mom has a fangirl moment as the four of us laugh. James. My dad is the last one to walk in, but when he does, he freezes, and his jaw all but hits the floor. What the hell? Does he know Crystal or something? Then I see him start to play with his wedding band. As Brittany sits down next to us, I lean over Roxanne and ask, Hey, does Dad know Crystal or something? So she looks at him.
No, not that I know of. Hey, Jacob, what's up with Michael?
She asks as he sits, but before he can answer, Chris says, He thinks she's pretty, probably. More than likely, yes. Jacob says, and all three look at me. What? I say, and then think about it. Guys, my mom passed away. That sucks, yes, and that hurts. But that doesn't mean I want my dad to be alone for the rest of his life either. I know he will never forget her and will always love my mom. But she isn't here anymore, and that isn't his fault. They all seem surprised by my answer. Boy, how old are you? Ryder laughs out. Fuck off, I say, and pull Roxy onto my lap. So, what are y'all's plans for tonight? I ask Derek. Not sure, but spending as little time with my dad as I can would be nice. He laughs. Who is your dad? Jacob asks. Do you know the bass player for Down and Dirty? Kinda, yeah, he says. I never knew he had a kid. Ryder says, surprised. No one does. Derek says, and I see the sadness in Crystal's eyes. So, do y'all want to come to dinner with us then? I ask, and look around. No one is saying anything, so I hope that is okay. Dad is in the corner, still twisting his ring, but looks up at me. I walk over to him and ask, Is that okay, Dad? Yes, son, that is okay. Dinner was great. We talked and laughed and had a great time. Even Dad seemed to have fun. So what hotel are y'all staying at? I ask, as we walk outside.
The Star Diamond Hotel?
Crystal says.
No way, so are we.
Roxanne says. So y'all can ride back with us then, I say with a laugh. At the hotel, I ask Derek, Hey man, can I have your number? Maybe we can jam out while you are here. That would be a dream, he says, as I laugh. We don't have a concert tomorrow, so how will that work for you? I'm there, Derek says, as he gives me his number. Back in our room, Dad sits on the couch to watch TV. I'm on the other side with my stuff spread out on the coffee table, and Roxy is sitting on the chair next to me. Jacob and Brittany are laying on the love seat watching TV. Every time I look over at Dad, I see that he is zoned out, twisting his ring. So I slide over to him. I have a question, Dad. But he doesn't answer me. Dad! I yell, and all three adults jump, making me and Roxanne laugh. I have a question, I say again. Okay, when I get my heart back in my chest, you can ask. I start to laugh. Well, you was ignoring me. And he laughs. I grab his left hand and ask, Can I have this? Pointing to his ring. You want my wedding ring? Yes, if I can. I would love to have it. I already have Mom's.
No, you don't. I do.
Roxanne cuts me off saying, as she pulls it up. I stick out my tongue and then say, You have the ring, yes, but I have you. Therefore, I have both.
Prick,
she says, and sticks out her tongue. Bitch. Anyhow, yes, I would like to have that one too, please. I see Jacob and Brittany have set up on the couch and is watching. My dad plays with the ring for a few minutes, then says, Okay, as he takes it off. I try it on, but it's too big. As Dad holds out his hand, he says, I will hold on to it, and when you are older where it fits, you can have it. I don't hand the ring back. Instead, I go over to Roxy and undo her chain so I can put the ring on it. I hold both rings in my hand and softly say, Back together again, and kiss Roxanne. I don't look at the adults. I just sit down and go back to work. Roxanne has passed out in the chair, and I'm getting tired. So I turn to Dad. We are tired, Dad. Can I lay Roxy on the couch? You two take the bed. I'll sleep on the couch. And he says, I don't think I heard him right. Huh? I say, a little lost. It's not like y'all haven't slept in the same bed before, son. Plus, there's two of you, and it's just me, so go ahead. I don't ask any more questions. I just pick up Roxy and go to bed. When I have her covered up, I hear,
I know why you did that.
Brittany whispers. Did what? I whisper, not sure what she is talking about.
The ring.
I have no clue what you are talking about, I say and smile. She doesn't say any more as I lay down and pull Roxanne closer to me. When I wake up, I can feel Roxanne isn't next to me. When I open my eyes, Jacob is inches from my face. Ah! Fuck, dude! I yell as everyone laughs. Payback is a bitch, man. You scare the shit out of everyone all the time. That shit isn't funny. I thought I was having a nightmare or something. But that only makes them laugh again. Where is Roxy, you assholes?
She is in the shower,
Brittany says. I get up to get coffee, as Jacob says, No, you can't join her. What the fuck? For one, I want coffee, and for two, I wouldn't even think of that while sharing a room with you three. That would just be weird. Yes, it would, my dad says. As I drink my coffee, I pull out my phone. Hey man, we still jamming today? I text Derek and wait for his answer. Fuck, I'm blown away, man. I thought you was kidding. I didn't think you would really text. He answers, and I smile. There is a gym here. Want to meet me there? I would, but I don't have a pass. We are lucky my dad got us the room, and that is probably only because of the court shit. Let me make a call. I text, then call Marcus. That kid that was with us yesterday, can you meet him in the lobby and take him to the gym? Sure thing. What time? He asked. 20 minutes? Okay. I'll be at the front desk. I hang up to text Derek back. Meet Marcus in the lobby in 20 minutes. He will take you to the gym. Great, man. Thanks.
So, what are you doing?
Roxanne asked. I spin around and kiss her. About to go to the gym with Derek? I tell her and turn to the guys. Want to come with us? I ask everyone.
Sure,
Brittany says, and I pull my phone out of my pocket and text Derek. Can your mom come too? The girls are going as well. After a minute, he replies, She said sure, it would be better than sitting in the room alone. I wonder what the hell he does with his dad. They're at the same hotel as Down and Dirty, but different rooms, different floors. They're on the lower floors, and the bands are on the upper floors. It seems the only time they spend with him is watching him on stage, and that is stupid. But I remember last night that Derek said that his dad has to spend at least one weekend a month with him or something. I didn't ask on the subject because it doesn't seem like something either of them want to talk about.
Roxanne, when we get to the gym, I see Marcus, Derek, and Crystal are already waiting. Sorry we took so long, I tell them. No worries. Crystal says, as we go find a seat. After we sit, I see James take his shirt off and throw it at me. I laugh and set it next to me. Well, I see why she likes to come watch the guys work out. Crystal laughs and then adds, damn. I look up to see it's not James she is looking at, but Michael. So I ask, do you like him? Huh? What? No, she says, and turns red as my mom laughs. We sit and talk for a long time. I lost track of time. When Derek comes over panting.
Okay, I see how he is so ripped. I feel like I'm going to die.
Making me laugh. He likes to work out, I say, and Derek looks at me.
You don't say.
He teases. Does that mean you are ready to leave then? Crystal asks.
No, not at all. I'm just thirsty.
We would go get everyone drinks. Anything you would like other than water?
My mom asks.
No, ma'am.
When we get back with drinks, we see Ryder, Quinn, and Chris came to the gym too. After a while, the guys gave out, so they came to sit with us as we watched James and Derek work out.
Okay, I didn't know anyone could keep up with James,
Ryder says, and I laugh. I am surprised. Derek is still keeping up with James. When the two boys are finally done with their workout, we all go out to eat. Mom is having a great time talking to Crystal. She hasn't really had a girlfriend to talk to since Lisa passed.
They fit right in, don't they?
I hear a whisper in my ear and strong arms wrap around me. I lay my head back and say, yes, they do. It's nice to see Mom having someone to talk to again.
Yes, it is,
James says, as he kisses my neck.
I really hope he can play,
he adds, and I'm thinking the same thing.
James. After lunch, we go to the concert theater. There isn't a concert today, so we are here with a few bands, but other than that, we get the place to ourselves. Dad, is anyone on stage? I ask him. No, I cleared it with the theater to get the stage for the afternoon. The crew is already setting up. Cool, thanks, Dad. I turn to Jacob. Can Derek use your drums? And he turns to Derek. Can you play, kid, and not mess up my set? He asks, with a smile. Yes, sir, Derek says, and we laugh. I hand him the sheet music to Flying High. Can you read this? I ask. Yes, I can. After a few minutes, he looks up and says with a laugh, I know this song, making us laugh. Yeah, I wrote it a few years back. Wait, you wrote this? I thought this was your dad's song, he asks, and turns to my dad. It is a Matthew Richardson song, but James wrote it. He has written a few songs that we have played over the years. Roxy helped on a few, I tell them, and smile at her. Roxy? Derek says, and I see her crinkle her nose.
Please don't call me that,
Roxy says, trying to be nice. Rule 1, dude. James is the only one allowed to call her that. Quinn says, and everyone laughs. Okay, Derek says, and goes back to the music in his hand. Go ahead and go up. We will be there in a minute, I tell him, as he walks off. Marcus, can I ask you a favor? Sure, anything, kid. I want to record this, so can you take my phone out front and do that, please? Sure, he says, then takes my phone as Brittany says,
We will go with you.
And all the adults walk off. Just as Roxy goes to turn to the stage, I grab her arm and spin her.
Hey, what are...
I cut her off with a kiss. As I kiss her, her hands go to my hair, and I pick her up. When I pull back, Roxy starts to kiss my neck, and damn, does this feel good. I want to touch you again, I whisper in her ear. A soft moan falls from her lips before she whispers,
Anytime you want, baby.
I start to kiss her neck and push one hand up her shirt. We get so lost in each other, we don't notice someone walk up. Really? We hear, so we both stop dead in our tracks and look over to see Chris. What? I say, a little rude, but I was enjoying that. For one, that kid is on stage waiting for y'all, and for two, what would y'all have done if one of your parents walked up and not me?
They would have given any of us the same look they are giving you,
Brittany says, as she points to the stage. Walking over, we see Derek seems to be having fun, so I turn back around. He is having fun, so why did y'all have to cut all three of our fun short? I laugh out.
Go, you prick,
Roxy says, as she pushes me. Bitch, I say, and go to Derek, who is smiling.
Sorry,
Roxy says, and turns a little red. No problem, but a little hint, you may want to get lipstick that matches his skin tone, and laughs. Roxanne turns bright red and walks off as I whisper, I think she should just stop wearing that shit altogether. She doesn't need it. No, she doesn't. He laughs.
I can hear you,
She yells, and we both laugh. I walk up to her and kiss her neck. Don't care, I say, in her ear, and start to play. Damn, Derek is good. Like, really good. After we finished flying high, I started to just goof off, and he was able to keep up with me. We lost Roxanne on some stuff, but we all had a blast, and I know we found our drummer.
Crystal. Thank you for letting Derek do this, I say to Michael, as we watch the kids.
This is all James here. I only booked the stage.
He looks like he is having so much fun up there,
Brittany says, and I smile. This is like a dream of his. Just to see those two perform and to be able to play with them, he must be in heaven. I laugh out. I know Derek has always loved music. He has followed James for years. When he found out James was starting to go on stage, he has bugged me ever since to get to meet him. So this is a fan's dream here. I love how easy he seems to fit in with the other two. I really thought those two kids would be like rich brats, but they aren't in any way. I feel bad for everything they're going through with Lisa. I don't know the whole story, only what the papers say, that she passed. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Michael playing with his ring finger, but his ring is gone. What happened to your ring? I ask out of curiosity. He laughs and points at Roxanne.
See that chain on her neck? It's on that. James took off with it.
Why would he do that?
No clue,
He answers, looking a little confused, like he isn't really sure the answer himself. I have so many questions.
Jacob, after the kids are done playing around, it is dinner time, so we go eat and head back to the hotel. Can they come to our room? James asks his dad, and Michael looks unsure. They may have other things to do, I tell him. No, not really. As long as he has papers showing I was here or something. That is all he cares about.
Sorry,
Roxanne says, and hugs him tight. No biggie, Derek adds, and turns to his mom, who looks sad. Can we, Mom?
Sure, if it is okay with everyone else. Thanks.
James and Roxanne say at the same time. So we head to our room. The second the door is open, all three push inside and run to the room.
Wow, now there are three,
Brittany says and laughs.
Sorry.
Crystal says, no need. I laugh. Inside, Michael is sitting by himself, so I go to sit with him. The women have left to the room me and Brittany are in. The other three guys are out looking for girls, probably. Hey man, what's up? I guess he just noticed me sitting here because he jumps. Just thinking, he says, and looks at his hands. So talk then, I say. I miss Lisa, is all he says. Yeah, I bet. I think that is why James asked for the ring, or so that is what Britt thinks. What about James? What about him? I ask, not sure where this is going. He doesn't say anything, so I do. You know what he said in the dressing room? What? That he doesn't want you to spend the rest of your life alone and sad just because his mom passed away. And Michael's jaw falls open. Sometimes I wonder how old that boy really is, I tease, making Michael laugh. You, me, and a whole lot of others, he answers as we both laugh.
Roxanne, in our room, we are all on the computers showing Derek our favorite game, and we are having a lot of fun. We only just met Derek, but it feels like we have known him for years. He fits right in with us. After a while of playing, James's phone rings, and he walks out of the room. So, how did you like playing today?
That was great. I feel like I'm in a dream. And I don't want to wake up,
He says, as he sets the computer down. Nope, not a dream, I tell him.
James. When Patrick calls, I walk out of the room. Dad and Jacob are watching TV, so I grab a room key and step out. So, how did you like the video? I ask him once I'm in the hall. That kid is great. He has a lot of talent. Yes, he does. We like him. He fits right in with the group. How old is that kid? Patrick asked. 15? Okay, well, he would need his parents' approval, and if y'all like him, then let's see about having him in a few shows. If all works out, we can get a contract done up. That would be great, Patrick. I will talk to them and find out. So I can't make it to New York, but I will be in Florida. I can meet him there if he wants to join the band. Sounds great. As we hang up, I can't help but smile. We are getting a band. Everything is falling into place. As I walk back into the room, both guys are still on the couch. The others still aren't back yet, but with me and Roxanne, with our parents, they don't bring the girls around, and that is nice. They don't seem to mind. I walk over and lean on the back of the couch, so I'm between the two. Can we talk? Ah! They both yell, and I just laugh as everyone runs to the living room.
What happened?
Brittany asks, but I can't stop laughing. This boy is trying to give us a fucking heart attack, Jacob says, and I throw my hands up. I didn't touch them, I say to Brittany as Roxy and Derek laugh. Dad turns to Brittany. Has he always been like this, or is this a new favorite hobby of his? I laugh more as Brittany says,
Nope, he has always been like this. It was mostly Roxanne that he would scare, though, but sometimes he would get me and Lisa too.
So now that everyone is in here, I can just ask everyone at the same time, I say, as I walk over to Derek. We are looking for a drummer for Faith Allen, and if you want the spot, it is yours, I add, and see his face light up. After a few minutes of him just staring at me, I turn to Brittany. I think I broke him, I say, and everyone laughs as he comes back to reality. For real? He asks, still surprised. If it's okay with your mom, yes. Really, I've already talked to Patrick, and he said to have you play with us a few shows. If we like you and if the crowd likes you, then you can have the spot full time. You can talk this over with your mom tonight, and we go on stage at 8 tomorrow night. So have an answer by then. I smile and say, but hey, let's finish our level and call it a night so you and your mom can talk, okay? I add, and start back to the room.